Victor, what the hell was that speech about?
Huh? Speech? What are you even talking about? I'm in the waiting room right now waiting for you. You're the one taking forever. Hurry up already. What's the point of this stupid outfit change? It's a total waste of time. I'm just sitting here with nothing to do.
Don't try to change the subject. I'm talking about the speech you just gave. You stood up in front of everyone and said, "A nearly 40-year-old hag got down on her knees and begged me. Ha ha ha." Why the hell would you say something like that? Why would you lie to everyone like that?
It's not a lie, it's the truth.
It is absolutely not the truth. I am younger than you.
That's a good one. You're really gonna keep up the act even now? Come on, quit playing dumb. It's pathetic. I already know the truth. I know you're just a step away from 40.
I told you, I'm still 32.
Yeah, you can keep saying that all you want, but I already saw your driver's license.
What? My driver's license? I never showed it to you.
Of course you didn't. I looked at it myself.
What? What the hell does that even mean? Are you telling me you went through my wallet without my permission?
Nah, don't make it sound so bad. When I visited your parents' house, your wallet was just lying there on the table. I saw it and thought, whose wallet is this? So I took a peek. Turns out it was yours.
You took a peek? Are you serious right now? That is my personal property.
Oh, come on, don't be so dramatic. You got more than one wallet, right? Who would have thought you'd leave one at your parents' house?
I don't leave my wallets at my parents' house. That never happened.
And here you go again, lying through your teeth. You're really desperate, huh? But it's useless. I saw your birth date right there on your license. You even shaved off a few years just to get married? That's hilarious. It's honestly kind of impressive. I gotta hand it to you. I didn't think you had it in you.
What is wrong with you? You're not even making sense. Victor, what happened to you? You're acting completely different, like a total stranger.
What are you even talking about? I've always been like this. Maybe you just weren't paying attention. Don't push your weird delusions onto me. And don't act like you're some innocent victim here. This is your fault.
My fault?
Duh! You lied about your age. I mean, let's be real. Age fraud is a pretty big deal. And yet here you are acting all high and mighty like I'm the bad guy? Give me a break. You should actually be thanking me. I mean, I could have made a much bigger deal out of it. But I'm letting it slide. I'm being nice. Maybe I went a little too far calling you a nearly 40-year-old hag in front of everyone. My bad. I'll admit that was a little harsh.
A little?
Yeah, I get it. It hurt your feelings, right? Boo-hoo! Look, it was just a joke. Besides, it's not like I was completely wrong. But whatever. I don't want to argue about something so dumb. In the end, we're still getting married, aren't we? So just suck it up. I mean, come on, let's be real. I could have walked away after finding out you lied to me, but I didn't. I'm still here. I'm still marrying you. That's pretty generous of me, don't you think? So why don't we just call it even? I'll forget about your little age lie, and you forget about my little speech. Fair deal, right?
Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
Huh?
I can't believe it. What the hell was that? Who humiliates their own bride at their wedding? What the hell is wrong with that guy? Raina, please just calm down. Calm down? How am I supposed to calm down? Did you even hear what he said up there? He stood in front of everyone, in front of our families, and basically called you a desperate old hag who begged him to marry her. Are you seriously telling me that that doesn't bother you? Of course it bothers me. Then why aren't you furious? Why are you just standing here like this? Why aren't you storming over there and demanding an explanation? Because I still want to believe in him. Believe in him after that? I don't know, Raina. I can't make sense of it. It was so sudden and completely out of nowhere. Up until today, he's never said anything like that before. I still don't know what to think. I still don't understand why he would say something like that. Just because he said something awful, just because it hurt, it doesn't mean I'm ready to throw everything away. I get it, I do. You've been with him for a long time and you love him. You thought you knew him. So now that he's suddenly acting like a total stranger, you don't know how to react. But that doesn't make what he said okay. This is beyond unacceptable. You've always been too kind for your own good. You need to start putting yourself first. I know you're not great at getting angry, but this is something you have to stand up for. Thank you, Raina. I do understand why you're so mad. And a part of me wants to be mad too, but I don't even know what I feel anymore. My thoughts are all over the place and I can't make sense of any of it. I get it. I mean, up until today, he seemed normal. Even when he told your parents about his job, they were concerned, but... Yeah, when he said he was working part-time, my parents were a little worried. I mean, I'm not the kind of person to judge someone based on their employment status. These days, there are plenty of people who make good money from part-time jobs. And he did have a reason for it, right? Yeah, he told me that he was forced out of his last job by someone higher up. Some unfair corporate politics. But he didn't let that stop him. He became a convenience store manager after that, and he told me he really enjoyed the work. That's why he stayed. Are you sure he's actually working? Huh? Of course. He always brags about how good he is at his job. He's like, I'm crazy good at work. I'm the lead part-timer, haha. Apparently he gets left in charge of the store by himself overnight, so he must be managing things properly, right? So tell me, why would someone like that, someone who seems to take his work seriously, pull something this disgusting at his own wedding? None of this makes sense. Listen, you need to talk to him properly. Yeah, I will. And remember this, just because you held the wedding doesn't mean you're legally married yet. Until you file that marriage registration, it's not official. You still have time, so really think about what you're going to do next. No matter what you decide, I'll support you. I just want you to be happy. Victor, please just answer me. Why did you do that?
Oh, this again? Seriously? I'm in the middle of talking to my parents right now. If you've got so much time to stand around whining, why don't you go finish your outfit change instead? You're making a big deal out of nothing.
I am begging you, just answer me.
You're acting like this is my fault, but let's be real here. You lied about your age, didn't you? You shaved off a few years and pretended to be younger. That's on you. If you had just been upfront from the start, I wouldn't have had to say anything in my speech. But instead, you went and embarrassed yourself. That's not my problem. You're the one who did something shady first. You got caught. End of story. Don't go blaming me for stating the obvious. That's just common sense.
If being with me was so unbearable, if you resented it so much that you had to humiliate me at our wedding, then why did you even marry me in the first place?
Huh? Why? Because it was convenient.
What?
Look, all of my friends have been getting married. Some of them even have kids now. I was the only one left. And, I mean, that's kind of embarrassing, right? Being the last one standing. It's like losing some sort of competition. So yeah, I figured I'd just get married too.
You can't be serious.
Why wouldn't I be? Come on, think about it. Nobody wants to be the only one still single. Every time we all got together, someone would be like, "Oh, Victor, when are you getting married?" And then I'd have to laugh it off like it didn't bother me. But it did. It did bother me. So I figured, screw it, I'll just get married too. Problem solved.
So you're telling me you only married me so you wouldn't feel left out?
Bingo! I mean, don't get me wrong, you're fine, I guess. But let's be real, it's not like I was head over heels or anything. You were there, you wanted to get married, so I thought, why not? Worked out for both of us, right?
Worked out?
Well, yeah. I mean, you should be grateful. You're not exactly in your prime anymore, you know. But even knowing that, I still went ahead and married you. That's gotta count for something, right?
You really think like that?
What? I'm just being honest. And let's be real, it's not like you had a ton of options either. You wanted to get married and, well, there I was. You should be thanking me.
I see.
Huh?
I finally understand.
What the hell, Reiko? You telling me you're actually 32? And what the hell was that speech? Why the hell would you do something like that?
I told you over and over again that I was younger than you, but you refused to believe me. So I did exactly what you did. I used the wedding speech to clear my name. You had no problem humiliating me in front of everyone, but now that the tables have turned, you suddenly have a problem with it?
Are you fucking kidding me? You just made a complete fool out of me in front of all my friends!
Oh, please. You've been going around whining about how you were tricked, how you were some poor victim because I lied about my age. After all the times I corrected you, you were the one who refused to listen. Not only that, but you snooped through someone's wallet like a creep and then got the wrong idea. Honestly, I think the fact that you jumped to conclusions so quickly makes you the biggest joke of all.
Wait. Are you telling me that wallet wasn't yours? No way! I checked the name. I know I did.
Did you actually check everything? The full name, the birth date? Did you take the time to read it properly?
I mean, I was in a hurry, so I didn't exactly,
Exactly. And let's not forget the most important part of this. You went through someone else's wallet without their permission. That alone makes you trash. But now you're throwing a tantrum because your own stupidity backfired? God, you're pathetic. And by the way, my older sister loves beauty and skincare. She's always looked ridiculously young for her age. Plus, we look really similar. So of course, if you were rushing, you might have confused her photo ID with mine.
But I know I saw your name!
Oh, Victor, let me guess. You saw a name, barely glanced at it, and assumed it was mine, right? My name is Reiko. My sister's name is Reina. Do you see the problem? Our names are only one letter apart. Considering you were snooping like a guilty little thief, you were probably too nervous to even double check. Your eyes were locked onto the birth date, weren't they? You were so fixated on that number, you didn't even think to verify the full name properly.
Well, fine! But if that's the case, why the hell didn't you just tell me before? Why did you have to publicly humiliate me like that in front of everyone?
Oh, you really have the audacity to ask me that? The nerve of you, Victor. You had no problem dragging my name through the mud in front of our guests. You turned me into a joke and you enjoyed it. But now that you're the one on the receiving end, you're throwing a fit? You keep trying to make me the villain here, but the only one to blame is you. You did this first. You set the rules of this game. And now that you've lost, you want to cry foul? But don't worry, I'm not going to be petty like you. I'm not going to smirk and tell you to just deal with it. I'm simply going to handle this properly.
What the hell does that mean? Unbelievable! Do you even realize what the hell you just did?
Oh, I know exactly what I did. I made sure to tear up the marriage certificate right in front of all our guests, which means you and I are officially done. Engagement over. You do understand what this means, right?
You bitch! First you throw a tantrum about not wanting to get married, and now you go and humiliate me like that, right in front of my friends, my family? You made me look like a damn fool!
Oh, please. The only fool here is the one who did something shameful in the first place. If you don't want to be seen as pathetic, maybe you shouldn't have acted pathetic. And besides, weren't you the one complaining about marrying me? Didn't you say it was just for convenience? Didn't you make it crystal clear that you didn't actually want this marriage? So why are you so pissed now that I gave you exactly what you wanted? Why are you whining now that I set you free? You don't get to play the victim, Victor. Not after what you said in that speech. You told all your friends, your favorite little audience, that you were forced into this marriage. You laughed about it. You knocked me. So go ahead. Tell them all now. Tell them how you got dumped at your own wedding. Tell them how the woman you didn't want threw you away first. Reiko, that was brilliant! Honestly, I can't stop thinking about how you handled that. I didn't even expect you to go that far. Tearing up the marriage certificate right at the wedding, you really made a statement. Thanks, Raina. I mean, I'm a little worried I might have gone too far with it. Maybe it was a bit much. Are you kidding? You did exactly what needed to be done. Honestly, it was perfect. You know, we were all a bit nervous, especially Dad and Mom, but now that the engagement's officially over, there's no going back. It's a relief for all of us. I'd been feeling for a while that this marriage just wasn't going to work. I loved him, I really did, but after the way he treated me, no way. But honestly, I never imagined the day would come where I'd be ripping up the marriage certificate in front of everyone like some kind of drama. But hey, it felt good, didn't it? Like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Wait, hold up. You're not really thinking this is the end of it, right? But I thought we could end it here. What do you mean, end it here? That's just the beginning. Honestly, you're being way too soft. You think this is over just because you ripped up a piece of paper? That was nothing. If you think I'm going to let someone who mocked my sweet little sister off with just a little public spectacle, you've got another thing coming. We're not stopping here. I've got a whole list of things planned, and trust me, it's not going to be easy for him. I'm going to make sure he regrets every single thing he did to you. Let's make him pay for all the humiliation, all the lies, and all the insults. This won't be just some small little revenge. It's going to be thorough. It's going to be relentless. I'm not letting anyone get away with treating you like that. You've got me behind you, Reiko. I'll take care of everything step by step. Don't worry about a thing.
What the hell, Reiko? Why do I have to be the one to pay for the alimony? You're the one who broke off the engagement without any warning. This whole thing is ridiculous. Shouldn't you be the one paying instead of me?
Alimony is for the perpetrator to pay the victim, Victor. At the wedding, in front of everyone, you openly mocked me with lies. You made a fool out of me, and that's defamation. I'm asking for compensation for the emotional distress you caused. Simple as that.
What? This is unbelievable. I'm the one suffering here. Because of you, I'm still the butt of every joke. My friends are all mocking me, saying nice job getting dumped at your own wedding. I've been ridiculed, humiliated in front of everyone. And now you're telling me I have to pay you? You're out of your mind.
Oh, really? If you feel so wronged, then go ahead and sue me for alimony. I'm not stopping you from filing for it. But here's the thing, you're going to need proof. You need solid evidence that I've caused you emotional pain. Do you have that? Can you show it?
What do you mean, proof? Someone must have recorded the whole thing. There's gotta be a video somewhere.
Oh, that's your grand plan, huh? Go ahead, ask for the video then. Go ahead and beg for it. Beg for the footage of your wife tearing up the marriage certificate in front of everyone, and then explain that you need it to claim emotional distress. Can you do that? Can you honestly get on your knees and beg for that? No, you can't, because you've got way too much pride to do something that humiliating.
Damn it, they'll give it to me without me even asking. I know they will. I don't need to beg.
If your friends are so willing to give that footage to you without asking, then they're clearly not the ones laughing at you. No, I'm the one they're laughing at, and they're doing it because of you. But you don't want to see it, do you? You don't want to face the fact that your so-called friends don't really have your back. If they really respected you, they wouldn't be mocking you like this, so don't come at me with that.
But, I mean...
Look, Victor, if you're so upset about it, then you know what you need to do. Get a lawyer, go to court. But just know that if you go down that road, we're looking at a long and messy battle. This won't be easy.
Court?
Yes, court. And don't expect me to back down. Unless you've got a real plan and you're ready to play, this is just getting started. You think I'm going to let this slide after everything you did?
No way! I'm not paying! I don't even know any lawyers! How the hell do you have one already?
Well, that's easy to answer. My sister's a lawyer.
Your sister? The one who looks exactly like you?
Yes. You know, the one you insulted by calling her almost 40? She hasn't forgotten that, not for a second. And she's not about to let you get away with what you did. She's got one of her top lawyer friends to take this on for me. So now, you've not just made an enemy out of me, you've got my sister involved too. You thought humiliating me at the wedding would be the worst of it? No, this is just the beginning, Victor. Don't think for a second that you're getting away with any of this. You've made this personal, and it's going to cost you.
What the hell is this? You're the one who ran your mouth to my company, right?
Hello, Victor. That's quite an accusation. When you say ran my mouth, I assume you mean I informed them of your behavior? Oh, and by the way, I don't remember ever giving you my contact information, so I'm curious how you got it.
I had to drag it out of my boss. Stop pretending like you didn't know. It's because of you that my company's now asking me for damages.
It's because you caused the damage that they're doing, so isn't it? It's not exactly a mystery, Victor.
What are you talking about? What the hell is this? Who are you, and how do you know all this about me?
Oh, it's quite simple, Victor. You and I met at your wedding. Remember, the one where you made a spectacle out of my sister? By the way, you also referred to me as a 40-something old woman during your speech, didn't you?
Wait, what?
Yes, that's right. I'm Reiko's older sister, Reina. And just so we're clear, I'm 38, not almost 40, as you so kindly pointed out. I really didn't appreciate the way you treated my sister at her own wedding. But now it's time to pay the price for what you did, Victor.
Wait, you're her sister?
That's correct. And it's absolutely beyond me how you could ridicule my sister like that in front of everyone. You can't just mock her and then pretend like it's all going to disappear. Now, you're going to take responsibility for your actions.
This has nothing to do with you!
Oh, but it does, Victor. You see, I'm a lawyer. And I felt it was necessary to share this information with your company. I couldn't let them remain in the dark about your history, not after what happened at the wedding. But that's not all, you see. I've also been looking into your past. Did you know that you used to be a full-time employee before you were demoted to part-time?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'll tell you what it has to do with it. As I dug into your background, I heard about your time at the store. Apparently, you've been involved in multiple incidents, including theft of supplies and property damage. And here's the kicker. While you were working with others, you were trusted to handle the store alone during night shifts. Given your track record, the company thought they could trust you, but turns out they were mistaken. They found out about everything, Victor.
That's ancient history. What's the point of bringing all this up now?
The point is that the company thought you had moved on from your past mistakes. But when I heard about your wedding and how you made a fool of my sister, I felt it was time to remind them of your history. You see, they were concerned about your trustworthiness when I told them about the wedding incident. Then as they looked further into your past, they found even more concerning things like theft from the cash register. So don't be surprised that they're coming after you for damages.
This is all your fault. If you hadn't said anything, they never would have found out.
Victor, yelling at me won't change anything. You should have thought about the consequences before you decided to treat my sister like a joke at her wedding. Now the consequences are rolling in and there's no avoiding them.
Damn it, this is unreal! Why the hell is all of this happening to me?
It's happening because of your own actions, Victor. You dug this hole yourself. The moment you decided to disrespect my sister and act like her wedding was a joke, you sealed your fate. And now your company is fully aware of your past mistakes. So now it's up to you to face the consequences. I'm just here to make sure you do.
This isn't right. You have no right to do this to me.
Oh, but I do. I'm Reiko's sister, and I'm not going to let you get away with hurting her. You thought you could laugh off your actions, but now it's time to make sure you take responsibility for them. And Victor, it's not just about the wedding anymore. It's about everything you've done up until now. You want to scream and shout about how unfair this is, but deep down, you know you brought this upon yourself.
You're all a bunch of liars!
Funny, I don't hear any apologies coming from you. You want to talk about fairness? Then let's talk about what's fair. You made my sister a joke at her own wedding, and now you're paying the price. It's as simple as that. So you can keep shouting, or you can start taking responsibility for the mess you've made. The choice is yours, Victor.
Please, Reiko. I can't handle this alone. You're the only one who can help me now. Don't leave me like this.
You really think you can turn to me now after everything? You've made your bed, Victor. You had chance after chance, and each time you threw it away. Now you expect me to clean up the mess you made?
I didn't mean for it to go this far. I didn't think things would turn out like this.
You never thought about the consequences of your actions. You never took responsibility for anything. The way you humiliated me at the wedding, the way you've treated people, and then the lies you spread about me. Did you ever think about how it would end?
I was under pressure, Reiko. You don't understand.
Oh, I understand perfectly. I understand that you're only thinking about yourself right now. You have lost everything, your friends, your reputation, your job, and now you're begging for forgiveness. But you know what? That's not enough anymore. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. I tried to believe in you, in us, but you don't deserve that anymore.
Please, just one more chance. I'll do anything. Just don't let this be the end.
You had all the chances, Victor. You think crying and begging is going to fix things? Too late. You had every opportunity to change, but you kept choosing the easy way out, lying, manipulating, and blaming everyone but yourself. Now the consequences are catching up to you, and you want me to just swoop in and save you?
I didn't know how much I'd hurt you. I never meant to destroy everything.
You're right. You didn't know. You never understood what your actions meant until now, and now it's too late to fix it. You've hurt more people than you'll ever realize. You've crossed too many lines, and now you're facing the consequences alone. And you know what? That's exactly what you deserve. The world doesn't revolve around you, and neither do I.
But Reiko, I love you. I can't lose you. I'll change. I'll be different. Just please.
Love? You don't know what love is, Victor. You only care about yourself. You've never cared about anyone but your own ego. I loved you once, but that's not enough anymore. You've lost everything, and it's not my job to pick up the pieces.
No, please, please don't do this to me.
Goodbye, Victor. It's over. Reiko, I've got some really good news for you. Oh, what's going on, Raina? You've got that tone. What happened? Well, your ex-fiance, it looks like he's in a world of trouble now. The company's filed for damages and he's somehow managed to rack up a massive amount of debt over it. To make matters worse, he was fired from his part-time job and the rumors have spread like wildfire. No one wants to hire him now. I heard the company even filed a report against him and he might end up arrested soon. I can't believe things went that far. So it's really over for him? Yeah, seems like it. Honestly, I thought he might just get away with a slap on the wrist, but no, this is way worse than I thought. By the way, how's everything going on your side? Have you been able to get the compensation from him? That's the thing, Raina. It's proving harder than I thought. I've been in the middle of the lawsuit process, but it's dragging on longer than expected. I'll get there, but it's taking more time than I'd like. Of course I get it, but honestly, now that I'm hearing about how much trouble he's in, I'm glad things are going the way they are for you. He's suffering the consequences of his actions. But as for you, make sure you keep pushing for what you deserve. Don't back down. I won't, trust me. I'm not giving up, but you know what? I found out something interesting today. He's been cut off from his family, too. They don't want anything to do with him now. He's alone, completely alone. The friends he used to boast about, all of them have turned their backs on him, too. They're all laughing at him, saying karma's a bitch and all those things. I honestly didn't expect this, but now that I'm seeing the situation, I'm not sure I feel sorry for him anymore. Well, sounds like he really shot himself in the foot there. I get it. It's hard not to feel like maybe there was something more you could have done for him, right? Maybe if you'd talked to him more, tried to help him earlier, things wouldn't have spiraled so out of control. Exactly. I keep thinking, could I have done something differently? Should I have stepped in before things got this bad? I was just so focused on what he was doing, what he was saying to me. I thought maybe if I just kept my patience, things would get better, but now I'm not so sure. I understand. It's a tough spot to be in, especially for someone like you, Reiko. You care so much, sometimes a little too much. You try to fix things for everyone, even when they're beyond fixing. But here's the thing, this doesn't mean you failed. It just means that there are things you can't control. Sometimes letting go is what's best for you and them. Yeah, I'm realizing that now. I thought I could carry the weight of it all myself. Looking at the situation, I see now that I can't, and that's okay. It's not weakness to need help or to step back when things are out of your hands. I have to trust people, let them step in when they need to. Exactly. It's about finding that balance, Reiko. You don't have to carry it all alone. You've got people who care about you, and you can lean on them. But most importantly, you have to trust them. You can't keep trying to save everyone by yourself. You've got to allow people to help you in return. Yeah, I think you're right. I've learned a lot from this whole mess. I've been so focused on fixing others that I've lost sight of what I need to do for myself. Maybe it's time I take a step back and learn how to trust people more rather than constantly carrying everything myself. You're getting there, Reiko. It's all a process. You're stronger than you realize, and as for him, well, he made his own bed, didn't he? Now he'll have to lie in it. It's tough, but sometimes people don't change until they hit rock bottom. You're right. He made his choices, and now it's too late. I just hope somehow he learns something from all of this. But for now, I need to focus on me. On what's next for me and finally stop carrying the burden of his mistakes on my shoulders. That's the spirit. You've got this, Reiko. Victor was ordered to pay a staggering $50,000 in damages by the convenience store company he had worked for. It seems that despite his best efforts to fight back with a lawsuit, the case was an uphill battle. The evidence against him was solid and undeniable, especially the security camera footage, which captured every detail of his actions. It was clear to the court that he had done wrong, and ultimately he lost the case. This defeat was just the beginning of his problems. The $50,000 in damages was just the start. The court fees piled on top, further compounding his already precarious financial situation. The debts he now faced were monumental, and even though he tried to put up a fight, it was only a matter of time before it all came crashing down. And if that wasn't enough, he found himself in a desperate financial situation. With no money to pay me the compensation I was owed, he decided to come to my house. But his actions didn't stop there. In his state of panic, he caused a great deal of trouble, which forced me to call the police. His behavior was erratic, and the situation escalated quickly. As a result, I was granted a restraining order against him. Soon after, the convenience store he worked for filed a formal complaint, and the police accepted the report, which led to his arrest. Even if he's released, his problems will not disappear. The debts he owes both me and others will still follow him. There's no escaping the consequences now. The life he's built for himself is shattered, and it's clear that he's facing a long and difficult road ahead. The idea of him having to live with the repercussions of his actions for the rest of his life, knowing that he's responsible for the pain he's caused, fills me with a sense of justice. There's a certain satisfaction in knowing that he can't escape the mess he's created. He now left to deal with the consequences of his own choices, and there's a part of me that feels relief, even though it doesn't change what happened. On the other hand, I made a decision that I thought was necessary for my own peace of mind. I moved to a new place, just in case Victor or anyone else tried to cause any further trouble. At first, the change was difficult. Moving into a new environment always comes with its own set of challenges, and I had to adjust to being in a completely different place. It wasn't easy, and there were moments when I felt overwhelmed. However, I had been lucky enough to have the unwavering support of my friends and family, and thanks to their encouragement and help, I've managed to get through this tough period. Being alone can be tough, and at times it does get lonely. There's no denying that. But I've learned that solitude isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's allowed me to take a step back, reflect on what I've been through, and focus on my own growth. I know that I am stronger for having gone through this experience, even though it was painful. Now, with Victor's actions firmly in my past, I am choosing to move forward. I've reflected deeply on the lessons I've learned, and I am determined to use this experience as a stepping stone for personal growth. I refuse to let Victor's mistakes define my future.